Alrighty. How's it going, peeps? Journey to journaling. Day 27. We are almost complete for the first go. As always, I recommend doing this prompt, quiet place, physical journal, pen or pencil. I got this on Amazon. Mozart Supplies. Incredible 4-pack of mechanical pencils with erasers and a plethora of lead. So that's good. Okay, so let's do it. What does being a man mean to me, and why is it important? What do I feel are the main components of being a man, and how do I cultivate them? What is my ideal vision of the man I'm becoming? I'm excited to answer this. I was thinking about it yesterday. I was like, this would be a good topic to dive into, especially with the men's group that I host and the men that I get to work with and host the retreats and all that jazz. So, what does being a man mean to me, and why is it important? Being a man to me, and by the way, this is all just my personal opinion and my just off the top reflection. All these ideas can be fleshed out more in depth, just for reference. Being a man to me is making a declaration to myself and following through with it. It's choosing my path, my beliefs, and being willing to dedicate my life to its pursuit. It's something that, in my opinion, can take time to uncover, but once open, provides the nectar of purpose. What a great line. The nectar of purpose that satiates a man's desires and replaces them with unconditional understanding, compassion, and love. Being a man means being sustainable and building something sustainable. What a great entry. I love that. It's something that, in my opinion, can take time to uncover, but once opened, the nectar of purpose that satiates a man's desires and replaces them with unconditional understanding, compassion, and love. Being a man means being sustainable and building something sustainable. That was great. It's important to me because without this understanding, men are prone, I am prone to causing chaos within myself and others. And the world I envision is a lot more peaceful when I am on that path. When I am in my most powerful masculine. The world I envision is more peaceful. Much more peaceful. What are the main components of being a man, and how do I cultivate them? So I just kind of listed some of these. And so what I came up with is the main components that make up a healthy man to me are: 1, responsibility. Without it, I cannot think beyond my current actions. Responsibility helps me to understand that there are things that I need to tend to, and not just now, but for a long period of time. And that helps me think forward, and that helps me be more sustainable because I'm thinking about how to sustain that which is my responsibility. Trust. If a man cannot trust himself, no one else should trust him. Honestly, I think there's a lot of truth to that. I think that if I can't trust myself, you should be weary of trusting me. And trusting myself doesn't mean that I do things perfectly. It just means that I trust myself to figure out what to do. I think there's a lot of value in that. Compassion. To feel the pain of another, to consider their situation, and act accordingly. I think that a man who understands compassion can be a really good man and can teach the most powerful and valuable lessons. Vision, who I am and where I am going, how I bring my greatness to the world, and with which motive. I think a component of being a man is having a vision, understanding who I am, where I'm going, and how I can share my greatness, my talents with the world, and with the correct motives, with the motives of sustainability, fulfillment, stewardship versus selfish, wicked, and uncontrollable insatiation and desire, which we see a lot of times wreaking havoc on the planet. Grace. I feel like a component is grace, and that's the gentleness of the divine manifest in presence and action. The gentleness of the divine manifest in presence and action. So it's just this, to me, grace is this really supreme energy of presence, of just this all-knowing patience with the ability to strike into action at any moment. Grace. Surrender. A man is connected to and therefore connected to everything. A man is connected and therefore connected to everything around him, presence, peace, and power. So surrender to me is just like understanding that I am a part of everything, and everything is a part of me. And that's something for you to think about. I'm not going to go into it. So how do I cultivate them? So for the first one, which is responsibility, I cultivate this personally through my relationships with myself, Autumn, my business, all my relationships. I'm responsible for myself in those, and responsible for other people in their lives in a lot of ways as well. To a degree, I am and I'm not. Number two, for trust, I paint the picture of what I am where I'm going, and set sail. I just do. I decide. I sit with, hear, feel, connect, intuit, and then take action towards. For three, compassion, it's practicing presence and curiosity. So it's me being genuinely curious why someone is the way they are, and that helps me just step into compassion to understand them. Four is vision. That's silence and clarity, with intuition and harnessing and channeling power. Five is grace, and that's listening and obeying to me. That's like really just being present with what I'm hearing and feeling, and obeying, listening, and following the commands that I feel like I'm receiving. And then six is surrender, and that's following intuition and walking with faith into resistance. Following intuition and walking with faith, walking with the belief that I'm being led in the correct path, right into resistance. And finally, what is my ideal vision of the man I'm becoming? Many things come to mind when I ask this question, but none as clear as good, capable, connected, trustworthy, open, sustaining. All things in my life are growing. I am a facilitator of that growth, a gardener of humanity. That is my ultimate vision for myself, a gardener for humanity. Legends find a way. Those are my favorite lines in this whole thing. The first reflection, being a man to me is making a declaration to myself and following through with it. It's choosing my path, my beliefs, and being willing to dedicate my life to its pursuit. It's something that can take time to uncover, but once opened, provides the nectar of purpose that satiates a man's desires and replaces them with unconditional understanding, compassion, and love. Being a man means being sustainable and building something sustainable. That and this. All things in my life are growing. I am a facilitator of that growth, a gardener of humanity. That is my ultimate vision for myself, a gardener for humanity. That's what a man is to me. That's who I am. Gardener. Feels freaking awesome. What kind of man are you? What kind of woman are you? You can choose. Appreciate you for tuning in to day 27. What a journey it's been. Oh my gosh, it really has been a journey of journaling. Had a big day. Had a client this morning. Got one in like 30 minutes. Got another one. And then I got another one tonight. So busy day. So grateful. Spreading that nectar of life. We out here. Be good, be safe, my friends. Presence, peace, and power be with you. Legends find a way.